welcome back to my channel. So we're doing something different today. I've decided a week and a half ago to take a week off everything else and just draw and paint and create. And I've realized this is gonna be a bit more of a vlog format, something that I've never done before, so I'm gonna try to edit this in a way that's entertaining. But yeah, you're gonna follow me around this whole week where I just dedicate all my time to paint, draw, create, experiment, and everything. And I'm just really excited to get started. The original idea was to do this from Monday to Saturday and take the Sunday off to rest, recharge, and just start the Monday again with my normal business duties, but also painting. But I couldn't, because even though I had a packed week last week, I couldn't finish editing the video for the week I'm taking off, which is the Artist 13.3 Pro, and I needed to record footage. My editing program was crashing, everything was bad, so I needed to take yesterday to finish editing that, finish just closing up everything and leaving this day ready. Ever since I thought of this idea, I've been cleaning out my schedule to try and have time just to do art this week. And usually I run my YouTube channel, I run my blog and my social media, my shops and everything. And also this is the Black Friday week, so I've been preparing for that. I had been preparing sales and uploading products to my new website shop and everything, so it's been hectic. And last week was crazy to try and get everything ready for this week, but I feel like it's gonna be worth it. I am gonna be doing a few tasks, just a couple, that I can't really leave. One of them is Pinterest. I already have my pins scheduled, so I just have to log in every morning and just pin them, and that's like a 5-minute task. And then another thing is to post on social media. I'm only gonna be posting on Instagram and Twitter, and I already have posts scheduled too for Instagram, and that's the same thing I post on Twitter unless I want to update on other things. So that only should take me about 15 minutes, and then I'll spend like 15 minutes or so interacting with people around that hour, so it also helps bring traffic to the post and such. And another thing that I'm going to be doing for social media is stories. I'm going to be showing progress. So that's the only thing I'm gonna do business related, except for recording this video and recording footage of what I'm doing. But this is mainly also because it doesn't cost me any extra effort except for keeping my phone charged and my tripod on the desk. And it will save me from work later, because it's always nice to have some sort of footage saved up for the future. On another note, I'm prepping a workshop that I'm gonna upload in Skillshare as a class, and I think I can get some footage for that too in this week. So it's already a bit late. I started recording footage this morning at 9 a.m, but then I had to go on a few errands and my morning has flown by. I actually got a few brushes. Yeah, I made a stop on the art shop and I got entertained talking to the owner because he's really nice, and I was talking actually about something I want to order in the future, which is professional watercolors, but they're a small shop, so they don't always have them. And I rather purchase from small businesses if I can, and especially this art shop is really nice. The owners are just great, and it's small. This is a small town, so I want to support them. And if I want to make a big purchase like buying professional watercolors, I would rather buy them through them, and I think they can order them. So in the future I'm going to try and do that, because my idea was to buy separate tubes. The investment will be a bit smaller, so I was thinking about getting 3 tubes to start out and then slowly buying more, but they don't have professional, they just have student grades, because this is kind of a university town, so they mostly have what the university asks of them, and for the courses, fine arts and everything, they mostly work with student grade here, at least. So there's that. As you can see, this video is going to be a bit more chatty than usual, but I thought, well, this is sort of a vlog, so I want to keep you entertained while you see my time lapses and everything. I'm gonna give you a quick run through why I decided to do this. And I've been an art blog for a bit, so I decided to do this 1 week of drawing and painting for several reasons. One is I haven't been dedicating that much time to art lately. I think I've only been drawing like 2 or 3 hours a week, which is very low, even though I do have other tasks, so it's normal, but it's also something I want to change a bit. I want to be able to dedicate at least 1 or 2 hours a day to just painting and try to keep my other tasks in check as well, but just compartmentalize a bit. So that's one of the reasons I want to be able to fit it in my schedule again as I did before, because before I used to be able to fit it in and draw every day, but because I've been burned out, I just think I've been putting it out just to try to recharge and just get out of the burnout stage. However, I think it's time to get back on track. There are also a few habits I want to start, like spending more time in my sketchbook, but also there's the thing that I want to improve my portfolio. So I need some time to actually dedicate to art to get a few pieces done. And there are a few that are already started, and then I also want to do some experimenting and try to get some more artwork done that's more spontaneous. As I said, I also want to spend a lot of time in my sketchbook, and that's what my workshop for Skillshare is gonna be for. So I'm planning on getting some footage of that too, which is nice. My conditions for this challenge of sorts are that I am gonna do only art in any form, digital, traditionals, in sketchbook, doodles, everything. It doesn't matter, but I'm only gonna be doing art except for a couple of tasks that I need to keep on check. And if an order from a shop or something comes through, I'm gonna attend to that. But it's not gonna be the major time. I'm gonna try all the tasks just to be around half an hour or 45 minutes a day compared to before. That's mostly like 6-7 hours a day and sometimes 1 hour of painting. So hopefully that works. I'm gonna take it mostly as a time to experiment, to learn, but also to get back in the habit that I used to love, which was to draw more consistently, basically every day. And I know as in a business, as an artist, you don't get to spend all day every day painting. I know you have to spend like a 60-70% of the time doing business related things, but I've lost even that. I mean, I had less than a 10% of the time creating, and I feel like my skill is better than before, but I haven't been putting it to use, because lately whenever I do a piece, it looks much better than it did I don't know, a year ago, but I haven't been training that so much as I should. So I feel this week's gonna help. Hopefully from here on, it's not gonna be a week, but it's mostly gonna be integrated with my normal schedule, but it's hopefully gonna be more balanced. And that's what I'm hoping for. Alright, so I must admit, yesterday wasn't half as productive as I thought it would be. However, I did get a couple of things done, and it was the first day of this sort of self imposed challenge, so I'm not gonna beat myself up too much for it. Mostly it was because, my errands took me a bit longer than I was expecting, and that broke down my morning in a weird way. But I did manage to do a couple of things which I'm happy about. I think it's enough for a first day. I don't want to pressure myself too much because this challenge is about creating art for myself and not being super stressed about not creating art, which is what I've been feeling before this. So I did manage to prep a couple of artworks to order stickers that I just did this morning. And that was great because Sticker App is having a sale. I ordered a bunch of them like a month ago. I liked the quality, so I thought I'm gonna order a couple more in sets. I mean, I ordered 2 designs and they come like 30 or something. So I had to prep the files a bit. I had them before, but one of them for some reason just merged all the layers together, so I had to erase the background on that. And on the other one, I had to do a few fixes. So it was quick, it was like about 45 minutes of work. And then I just let myself relaxedly work on an illustration I've been working on and off for a bit, which is a bathtub illustration I've worked on the Artist 13.3 Pro video. And it was almost done last night. I just wanted to give it a rest because sometimes, seeing it the next morning with fresh eyes does look a bit better. And today I have a few plans. As I said, I already ordered the stickers, which is nice. I got that out of the way. I'm hoping to do a couple of different things. One of them is finishing up that bathtub illustration, and another one is finishing up a wash piece I started a couple of weeks ago as a sort of fun little thing just for myself. I'm gonna record a couple of clips from that because that's not just enough for an entire video, but it is for clips to update you with my process and stuff. and by the way, I have a new small companion there. They're really small and tiny. My mom gave this to me, but I think they're so cute and they're gonna be so pretty in a few months when they grow a bit more. And I have this little fella here as a little studio helper. Hi again. Today's Sunday, and I thought I'll record an update of what's been going on with this challenge. But I thought I'll update you in person this time about what has been going on. And it has been less productive than I was hoping for. I have been barely doing 4-5 hours a day of work. Most times were like 4.5 and such. It's true that I had a couple of days that I had to run errands in the morning and I got entertained, so that also helped mess up the whole thing, but also I really just haven't worked as much as I would normally do. And it's fine, you know, I've actually thought about it and I'm rolling with it. I realized it probably is because I'm trying to do things in a way that I don't stress myself, in a way that I enjoy it, so I don't get burned out with art again. So this might mean that if I work for hours and I'm tired, then I might just take a break, you know? So it has been good, it has been fun. I haven't got burned out at all, but I haven't done like even half of the things that I had thought about at the first place. This is good, but this is also bad because I did have some things that I really wanted to get out of the way and I couldn't. So what I'm thinking to do from now on, today is Sunday, day 6 of the challenge, and that was supposed to be the last day of the challenge. But I don't feel like I've done half as much as I wanted to, so I don't want to leave it like this. What I'm thinking about is kind of adapting it this next week. I would love to keep taking all the time to do art, but I will have things to do and I'll have other responsibilities that I haven't planned because I wasn't planning on this challenge to go for more than a week or so. So I'm considering several ideas, but I'm thinking about doing something like take 3 hours a day to create. I'll do that first thing. So I'll create for 3 hours whatever I had planned, and then I'll do the other responsibilities I might have, and I'll do that for at least another week. As I also said at the beginning, this is more like a way to introduce drawing in my routine more than I was doing and more naturally. I'm thinking about something like that. I have to give it a thought all through today because later on at night I usually plan the whole week and I write down my tasks and everything. So if I want to do something like this, I will, I don't know, have to fit it in and have to plan a bit ahead. I did make a couple of things. I made a few pieces that I'm happy about. I got some things out of this. I just wish I had done a bit more, and I feel like I need some more time to get back in the habit of drawing regularly again, which is a shame because before I could sit down and paint and create for 8 hours or 6 hours a day without feeling tired. On another note, I'm still very happy because yesterday I got a coffee donation, my first ever coffee donation, and I thought I'll let you know about it just because it's something cool, something that made my day. As this is somehow a vlog too, I wanted to, let you know a bit more about my day today, and it was really nice because it was from a blog reader that read a post that really helped him, my schoolism review post, which is really long and really detailed. I've had messages before from people thanking me for that post, so it makes me really happy. But having someone wanting to give me a coffee, give me some sort of reward for the help I've given them is really nice. I don't talk a lot about that here, but I do have a coffee page. Right now I also have a couple of products listed on the shop feature, which is new, and I also have a free wallpaper for those who give a donation. So if you want to, you also receive a free wallpaper for your phone with your donation. And it also made me think, I've actually been thinking about it for a bit, about reopening my Patreon. Not right now. I opened it like 2 or 3 years ago when I was starting, and I was sort of having some traction. So I was starting to grow on Instagram, and I thought, well, let's open a Patreon. It wasn't the time where everyone was starting with Patreon, the artists and such I followed. Patreon was kind of starting to be famous. Like right now, everyone and their aunts have Patreon, which is so great. I find it like a real cool way to support artists. If I actually had more means, I will support at least 2 or 3 artists that I really love. Not just for the rewards, because I mean the rewards are really cool, but also to support creators that you love. I would love to do that in the future. As I was saying, it got me thinking about my Patreon, which as I said, I opened then, and it was a failure. I mean, no surprise there. I didn't really have a big following, as I neither do now, but my Instagram was growing, so I thought, if everyone is doing this, Patreon's kind of starting out, so maybe the own Patreon platform will help me find traction and such. So I tried for a while, for like half a year or so, and it didn't work. I left it more because of several things, but one of them was I don't feel I was fully ready to offer anyone anything. If I remember correctly, this was kind of the start of this channel too. I was starting to do long videos for Patreon, and I was kind of making them small for this channel. And it was very tiring, and I had like 0 subscribers. I asked my boyfriend to support me on one of the lower tiers to, if you enter my page, it wasn't completely empty. But after a while, I just left it. I really didn't feel as ready. I wanted to keep my page updated in case someone will sign up, but no one did. So it was that kind of experience, and it's fine. It's just what happens when you're starting out. But I do think now I'm ready to open a Patreon. I'm kind of ready to offer better rewards, but you know, I am ready now, but I don't think I have enough supporters and followers for that. So I don't know if any of you watching will like that, will like a Patreon with exclusive content. I don't know, videos ahead of time, choosing topic of videos and of art and stuff like that. If you do, please let me know because I would love to know. But so far I'm thinking about establishing a milestone, something like, I don't know, when I hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube and the blog is receiving at least such and such visits a month, I'll start the Patreon again. So I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking about what milestone to put myself, because I've heard sometimes that, you know, for each 1,000 followers you have on a platform, probably just a 1% or 10%. I can't remember correctly, but it was something like if you have 1,000 followers, 10 or less will go to your page. So that's a small percentage, and it's definitely not something encouraging for someone as small as me right now. I'll kind of start thinking about the reward tiers and making it pretty behind the scenes. So when I hit certain milestones, I'll hit publish and I'll try to start talking a bit about it and see if it does gain more traction than it did. And the good thing about that is that I feel like now I can offer more value than I did back then, much more. Not only, you know, years have passed, I know better what I'm doing, but I've learned about a lot of things. Even in the reward end of things, I have much more experience making products, prints, stickers. I don't know, I think I will provide more value, but I will also provide better reward tiers for someone who might just want to be there for the art. And I think it will make me really excited if, thanks to something like Patreon, I could do, I don't know, monthly sticker sheets for them and things like that. I don't know, I see people doing that. It's people that aren't really huge creators, that they have a small but very engaged following. They do so many cool things. That's on another note. I just wanted to sort of mention it because if someone, for some reason, still watching this video is still interested and it tells me, you know, I would love to support you or I would consider supporting you, that will kind of make me think about when to set that milestone, if that was something I should prioritize or not, and all of that. Hi there, today is Wednesday and this is the last update of this self-imposed art challenge I've done. And I'm just closing up the video with this. I want to thank you so much if you have been seeing this from the beginning. I have no idea how this is going to turn out when I edit it all together, so if you have stayed, thank you so much. I'm just gonna give you in this last update a few of the things I feel like I've gotten out of this challenge, things I haven't, just what I've accomplished and what I haven't, just a bit of a recap of it. At the end of this, I've done like a week of this challenge, a proper week, 7 days. And it was fun, it was great, and I feel like it has helped me get the art back on my daily routine, which was my main goal. So just with that, I'm already happy with what I've accomplished, because that was like kind of the next step of this challenge. I didn't want to do this challenge and then stop working at all. I wanted to do this challenge and then move on to keep doing art several hours a day as much as I can and all of that, because I felt like I've lost that routine. I feel much more inclined to just grab anything art related and start doodling my sketchbook and everything, and I feel like that's probably gonna stay after this, and I'm gonna try as much as I can to keep it as a routine. I'm sorry I keep looking it that way. There's a lot of leaves falling from this big tree in front of my window and it's kind of lovely, so it kind of distracts me every time a leaf passes by. So about what I haven't accomplished. I haven't accomplished a lot of things. I feel like I've accomplished 20-30% of what I had planned initially. And that's fine because ever since the beginning, I felt like I didn't want it to push myself too hard to the point where I will get tired of art again. What I've accomplished, I feel like, you know, some things that I had been wanting to do and couldn't. So I feel good about it. I finished the tattoo design I had pending. It was not an urgent commission. It was someone that told me, you know, when you have time, just do that for me. I don't want to keep things pending a lot of time. So things like that were good. And as I said, I feel like even in the bad days, I've drawn at least 2-3 hours. I haven't been drawing even. If I did 3 hours a week, that was already a lot. So in that matter, I'm happy and I'm grateful, and I really don't want to see this challenge as a failure, because I don't feel like it is at all. Anything that moves me forward, keeps me motivated with my art and everything is a good thing. And is also, as I said, I feel like it's a really good starting point of having this art routine again. However, there's things and responsibilities I have to do, and the deadlines are coming, and I don't have worked on ahead, so I really need to stop this, because these last couple of days I've been trying doing a couple of hours of art in the morning and then move on to another thing, but then I had errands in the morning, and then when I came and do the 2 hours of art, it was already lunchtime, and then my boyfriend comes home and I want to spend some time with him, and then the afternoon I only end up doing a couple more hours of something, and most of the times it's not productive time. That doesn't work so far, especially if I have deadlines. Say for example, for today I was supposed to write a blog post, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to write it out. See, that's the kind of things. I don't want to be always left to the last day with this routine. So I think one of the goals for this next year, I probably will do a video on that, is gonna be having worked on ahead. I mean, I want to have at least 1 week or 2 weeks of things done, so I can have some breathing room. As I said, I've accomplished a few things. I've done some Christmas illustrations, a couple of them. I still have to work on that pattern of the small illustrations I did and I recorded for this video, but I have them done, I have them scanned, and I have them somehow cleaned up. And as I said, I have another illustration done and already available as a print on my imprint shop. I've spent some time on my sketchbook, not a lot, but some, and just several things that make me happy. They're little things, but you just sometimes you really want to learn to appreciate small things, because not always your life, your mood, whatever is gonna allow you to do everything, and it's fine. It's been a weird year for all of us, and we have to do the best we can. It's fine. So that was the last update. I really thank you if you stayed up this long. I know I rumble, but I'm really kind of excited to edit this video out and see how it looks, because it's gonna be different. I'm gonna try to make it slightly different from usual. Overall, I just want to say that I'm happy I did this. I needed it. I really felt nice this week. I felt good with myself. I felt accomplished, even though I wasn't fulfilling everything I thought. I definitely feel a bit better and more confident about certain mediums, for example watercolor, that I haven't really used that much in the last few months. So I really think it helped, and well, that's the important part. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.